Hi Virgo, welcome to your What They Aren't Telling You reading for April. Everything you need to know about this reading is in the description box below. This is intended to be a romantic love reading, but it may resonate in other areas of your life, and it's been showing up a lot. What's going on in the world right now, the health crisis, Ronageddon, as I call it. So that's going to factor in also. I am sure about that. If it doesn't, I'll speak to it, but it's just kind of a given at this point that in light of what's going on out there, it has changed the dynamic for a lot of romantic partnerships here. And this may resonate with yours or your person's moon, rising, whoopsie, or Venus sign also. All right, Virgo. What we got here for Virgo? The Lovers, that could be Gemini, Taurus, or Libra. Okay. 10 of Pentacles, 5 of Cups, oh, Ace of Swords, 5 of Wands, 6 of Wands, 8 of Swords, and Strength. Alright, so there's waiting here, there's kind of holding vigil, there's been some changes, obviously. Yeah. In light of new information, there's been just it's like things are on hold. There's been a suspension of things that's showing up a lot. What's this 10 of Pentacles here? This is someone I think this is someone that doesn't want it to be over. I think they understand the need for suspension here, but Virgo, I don't think this is someone that wants things to be over. What's this 10 of Pentacles? Or if it's not over, I don't think they wanted to suspend things in the first place. This is someone that quite possibly feels pretty strongly about their connection with you, and they're just kind of waiting this out, and they're hoping you are too. What's this 10 of Pentacles about for Virgo? Okay, so we got 7 of Wands. What's this 5 of Cups here? Death, that could be Scorpio. What's this 5 of Wands here? Oopsie. See that in a minute. What's this 5 of Wands? Gosh dog it, what's this 5 of Wands? Wow. The Lovers. Okay, so this those two jumped. Look at that. This is someone that did not want the ending. We got 6 of Cups reversed and the 6 of Pentacles. I think they're hoping that you'll come around, that you'll wait, that you'll do the right thing. This is someone that wants to fight for the connection. They don't want to let this go. What's this, the Ace of Swords? Wow. 5 of Wands. Virgo. They don't want this to end. What's this Ace of Swords about again? Because this is pretty clear cut. I'm sitting here going on and on about some of these other readings. I'm fleshing it out, and I'm taking a lot. This is pretty straightforward. I don't think I'm gonna have to flesh this one out too much. It's not gonna stop me from talking though. Okay, what's this 6 of Wands? I'll try to be concise. I know things can get wordy. 6 of Wands. 7 of Cups. I should put this one over here too. Yeah. They don't want to let it go. They really don't want to let this go. What's this Eight of Swords? They understand it needs to be this way, but they don't want to let this go. They don't want things to change. Page of Pentacles. What's this Strength card about? This is someone that still wants to find a way, whether you're shelter in place or not. This is someone that still wants to find a way. I think they really want, they don't want this ending. They want to wait for you. They want to wait this out. They want to be a reset, and they're really hoping that you feel the same. This is someone that's, I think, hoping you'll find a way to still connect with them through this drama. And that could be Aquarius, star card, boobies, Scorpio, Aries, Gemini, Taurus, or Libra. This is someone that wants to literally fight for their relationship. They don't want to let this go. They want to find a way through the drama, and they want you to keep going. They are not happy that things had to be suspended, or for some of you ended. They don't want this ending. And they're hoping that, okay, fine, we're either suspended or ended for now, but they're really hoping that when this is all over, you two will pick back up. This, though, feels like you were going to have to be pretty assertive about your boundaries. This, I don't know. Maybe this isn't about you two starting over. I think they want to. I don't think they see this as an ending. I think they see this as a suspension that will, fingers crossed, pick up when Ronageddon is given the all clear, when we're, on top of it. But, because this is them kind of in their mind saying, okay, we're not really ended. In light of what's going on, we had to end, but there's still a chance. I think they're trying to make this into something that it's not. I think this is someone that's machinating a lot, that's spending a lot of mental energy on thinking about this and still trying to maintain some sort of hold or connection. And this very well could be the break that you needed for you to be able to be firm on those boundaries and to cut things off. Could also be about you in the relationship living online. That you propose, hey, what about if we just have FaceTime dinner together or something, or if we do the whole Zoom thing that everybody's doing, those hangouts on Zoom, or show up at the dance party on Instagram or whatever's going on. But it could be that you're coming up with new ways to connect with this person because you want to fight for it also, because you know that when this is all over, there's a real chance for you to. But this also is about you making a decision and having a choice about this connection. It could be that you need to set up boundaries, or it could be that you need to persevere and figure out a way. Whatever it is, you both recognize that it's got to be this way for a while. It's going to be up to you and your dynamic, Virgo. You have choice here. Your person doesn't want this ending. Your person is holding on to every little bit of this connection with you that they can, and they're open to whatever. That being said, if they felt that way, I don't know why they're kind of standing down and allowing for this distance, meaning you two aren't talking either. This is someone that it's not like you both are upset about the suspension of this, and yet you're both living online, and as much as you can, you're maintaining it that way. This is about them kind of wanting to give you room and space and hoping that, it's kind of this way for Capricorn, they're allowing for the distance and for things to be subdued and suspended. Notice how I'm not saying broken up, because they don't want to see it that way. because everyone else is having to also. But if you were out and about, if you were set free, if you were liberated, if this was an ending that stood and you were able to get back up the next day and go pursue different things, and they would not be letting go so easily. They would not be allowing for the distance so easily. For the Virgos I'm reading for, this is someone that doesn't want the suspension or doesn't want the ending. They want things merely suspended. And they're telling themselves that because of Ronageddon, that's why things are ended. But hopefully, you'll have a change of heart when Ronageddon ends. And you will be interested in picking things back up with them because they are coming up with ways to pursue you still. They're still thinking about you. They're still trying to reach out and connect with you. They're still hoping that they're still wanting to be a daily presence or for you to still have some kind of connection with them. You are going to have to probably be pretty firm about what you want. You're going to have to be very clear about what you want. My hunch is, honestly, that it's going to be, you're going to have to say, no, it had nothing to do with Ronageddon. For those of you that didn't want it. Either way, you're going to have to be very clear about your boundaries. For some of you, this is the exact opposite. It's pursuing in the face of this. That you feel pretty strongly about this connection. You're going to come up with new ways to keep this alive and ride this out until it's over. For others of you, it's like, okay, this is the break that I needed. Pretty clear on that. Leave me alone so I can heal. Leave me alone so I can heal. I need my time so I can heal. What else for Virgo? For both scenarios, though, your person doesn't want this ending. They're still very much in their feelings about it. If you're confused or concerned, or I shouldn't say concerned, if you're confused or if you're feeling the same way, great, because this person's on board, you two feel the same. If you're not feeling the same way they are, you need to be very clear about that because this person is still looking for ways that you two can progress. They're patiently waiting only because everybody is. But if they thought for 1 second, I think if you were able to go out there and pursue and do with someone else, they would not be standing down. They would not be giving this space. They would still be wanting to be much more of a daily presence in your life, or much more, I don't want to say combative, but much more like trying to get at you. This is someone that is, what they're not telling you is, you know what, I'm still very much in my feelings about you, and I'm still trying to think of ways for us to be together because I'm not happy about things being in suspension or ending, and I really hope that they're not ending. I don't want things to end with you. I want to still find a way to make this work, and I hope that you do too. And the only reason I'm more subdued about this is because everybody has to be subdued. Because then I know that you're not out there dating without me, because I'm not ready to let this go yet. All right, so the choice will be yours, because this is someone that's wasn't ready for it to end or be suspended. What else for Virgo? I want to be authentic. I am no longer afraid. So this is someone that might be telling you, okay, when this is all over, we're going to figure this out, and I'm going to do things differently, and I still want to be connected with you, and I don't want this ending. But it's because of the way they feel about you, too. Maybe they don't want to make a huge issue about it. They don't want to embarrass themselves, whatever. But this is someone that really doesn't want this to end. And they feel they're much more shaken by this then they're letting on, to the point where they're not willing to accept it yet. They're wanting to, they haven't even been able to really think about what that ending looks like. They're actually trying to come up with ways to keep this connection alive, and that's where they're finding where they feel the most soothed, or where like they're wanting to spend their energy. It's too hard for them to accept that it's over and to work on healing and progressing from that. This is someone that is right now is still kind of spinning their wheels and still coming up with ways to be connected, resolutions. I'm gonna do this differently. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do that. They haven't accepted things being ended yet. If things aren't ended with you and your person, this is someone that, man, have they got designs on what they want to do when this is all over. They want to get out there and do the stuff. Thinking that there's still a chance with you gives them a lot of hope, and it's where much of their energy is spent thinking about how to restore this connection once it's all over, how to still stay connected to you. I hope that's a good thing. It feels like you might be more kind of confused about that, or like you just need your space to think about things, whereas they're like, I don't want to give you space. I'll give you space because I'm supposed to, because socially I have to, but I don't want to give you space because I don't want you to be okay without me. I don't want you to realize it's easier without me. What else for Virgo? This could be too that you've got a whole other bunch of stuff on your plate. You know, you've got a lot more on your plate than just this connection, and for you it's got to be suspended because you got you and yours to worry about, right? And they're like, okay, but that's the only reason, right? Like it's not because of me. I mean, this is not somebody who wants this separation, really. That's for Virgo. They do not want this. Okay, so yeah, this is someone that's wanting things to stay the same. They still want this happily ever after with you. They don't want to let go. They want things to stay the same. And this could be you going, there's no progression right now towards the happily ever after. I've got other stuff I've got to deal with. Like I have to, at this point it's a choice for me, and I need to be real clear that my energy is going to be directed elsewhere. And they're like, okay, but when this is all over, could we still, yeah. Right now things are in suspension, they're not progressing, but this is someone that still, they don't want to let go of that. They don't want it to stay stuck here. When this is all over, they want to still be in the running or still figure out a way to have things progress. The choice will be yours, and you might have to be pretty firm about those boundaries if it's a no. If it's not a no, if you're up for it, well, this person's got it all figured out, don't you worry. But if it is a no, you're going to have to be pretty firm about the boundaries that, look, I want my distance and space. Ronageddon had nothing to do with it. We need to stay separate here. I hope this was helpful, Virgo. I hope to see you in the next reading. I hope you're with your tribe and you are healthy and safe. Love and support to you. You take care.